the Daily Buzz. It's Tuesday, August 12th, 2008. I'm Andrea Jackson with Andy Campbell. We'll check in with Mitch and Key in just a moment. We've got an expert coming in the house to talk about this missing Caylee Anthony.
Former police chief in North Carolina, so it would be interesting to hear his insights on this whole thing.
Welcome back to the Daily Buzz. 23 minutes past the hour. The grandparents of missing toddler Caylee Anthony hit the road Monday in hopes of finding the missing 3-year-old. George and Cindy Anthony are pulling a large traveling billboard behind their car in an effort to get her picture in front of even more eyes. Joining us now with some insight into the case is a former police chief and criminal justice professor at Seminole Community College, Dr. Richard Weinblatt. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
Okay, I got to ask you, thanks for coming in this morning.
Not a problem.
First thing out of the gate, what is your gut feeling on this case?
Well, I think that this situation is going to have a sad ending. One of the things I've found being a police chief is the longer that a case goes along and plods along and everything, the worse it is. Usually children are found within hours, and if they're not found, it's not good.
Okay, everybody seems to want to be the armchair detective in this case. Everybody's got a theory. The police have several theories. What do you think is the most true theory at this point?
I think the most likely theory is that, this was a young lady that is very involved in her own life and her own lifestyle, going to clubs, for example, with the famous pictures that have been out. And I think that she had her head elsewhere, and something may have happened, not premeditated, may have just gotten out of hand, and that the child, unfortunately, got badly hurt.
And she's trying to cover it up.
Yes, that is correct.
Here's what I don't understand. The grandparents come out yesterday saying, we think she's going to show up in the next couple of days. Even Casey behind bars is saying, the truth will come out. She's still alive. I'm trying to protect her from someone. If that's the truth, why don't we know where she is at this point?
Well, I think this is something telling that a lot of people haven't seen, and that's something that's called attorney-client privilege. And what happens is that an attorney is ethically bound to act in the best interest of their client, unless somebody is in imminent danger of death or serious bodily injury. Obviously, he must feel that Caylee is not in imminent fear of death or serious bodily injury, so therefore he does not have to say anything about Caylee's whereabouts. He's more concerned about the client's interest because that is the overriding ethical concern. If he violates that attorney-client privilege, he could be disbarred. So I think either he doesn't know or he knows and he thinks that she is perfectly fine.
From your experience...
Or not fine, I should say.
From your experience, why isn't she talking to anybody? She refused her brother's visit. She refused the family visit over the weekend. What does that tell you?
Well, and she's concerned because all of the conversations are being released publicly, and she does not want anything to come back that's going to hurt her legally. So she is basically just shut down. If you saw the pictures of her at the bond hearing yesterday, the rehearing where she was denied again the bond situation, she was just staring. Clearly, there are some issues going on. Obviously, the judge ordered a mental evaluation, which is fairly standard.
Sure.
It'd be interesting to see what that says.
Dr. Richard Weinblatt, thank you so much for joining us. If you have any information regarding the whereabouts of Caylee Anthony, please go to our website for the link to the Orange County Police Department. We are back in just a moment.